Who among you here is fortunate enough to have walked your destined path, the one you painted when you were just a child? Perhaps you would agree that every child has a unique dream about life and destiny. Allow me to talk about diversity. Diversity of the dreams of children. Diversity of our characters and traits, of our social backgrounds. Diversity in the things that we bring to our organizations, to our communities, to our society. Each one of us was born with our unique traits and characteristics as a human being. We are different. We are unique. Unique from each other. Yet we are one because we belong to a common history. We belong to one common race, the human race. We are all human beings who deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. Diversity refers to the differences in various defining personal traits such as age, gender, marital status, color of skin, race, ethnic origin, political or religious beliefs, or even physical or mental abilities, or any other defining characteristics that makes one different from any other person. Diversity is something we must celebrate. Diversity makes us strong because it allows us to complement each other and make us work as a team. The color of our skin, our gender orientation, our special mental and physical conditions do not make any one of us superior or inferior from one another. We are equals. We have as much right and dignity as the one who stands beside, behind, and in front of us. The world will be a lot better if we treat each other with dignity and respect. The more we open our minds to diversity in our midst, the more we see peace and harmony in the world we live in. As I was growing up, I was blessed to have parents who are very loving and supportive. You see, as a young boy, I had my own challenges. I was small. I could hardly be seen in a crowd. That made me very shy. My father told me, "It is not your size. It is your brain that should compensate for your diminutive size." He said, "Have big ideas. That will allow you to find your place under the sun." And as I went to school, my friends, my classmates recognized me for my talents, and they even elected me class president. And in my 4th year in high school, I even became corps commander in spite of my height. My teachers worked hard on my insecurities and turned me into a regular contestant in math and science quiz bees. I did not have to find my way during group pictures anymore. They would always offer me to stay either at the center or in front of the tall ones for me to be seen, a perk of being champion in the contests we joined. That inspired me, not only to excel, but to be a good person, to dream of returning the favor of being understood, of being loved, of being given the opportunity to prove myself. In college, with the support of a Christian community to which I belonged, I was elected chairman of the University of the Philippines Student Council. Not an easy task for someone who came from the province. And now, With the help of very supportive mentors, I am president of our company, and I cherish this with so much gratitude. On the other hand, I met a young boy of the same age, same height as mine, and he told me, I wish I were given the same opportunity as our society has given you. I realized we shared the same dreams and aspirations. We wanted acceptance and the opportunity to prove oneself. But he said, because he was small, his father treated him different from his big brothers. He was treated as if he was useless. When he showed his gay tendencies, his mother, who was a daughter of a military officer, rejected him. His classmates kept on bullying him. One day, I read about him in the newspaper. He killed a man who tried to abuse him. Pushed to the walls, he defended himself and was jailed for it. A few months after, a common friend told me he died in jail due to asthma. It was too hot inside the jail. Life interrupted so soon. The same height, one common deficiency, different destinies. If I were not properly supported by my family, classmates, friends, teachers, and the community, I imagined I could have suffered the same fate. So I pursued my career as HRD practitioner, always bringing with me that story. It made me think that for me to make a difference in the organizations I am in, I should champion to make HR department as the heart and soul of the company, always giving an opportunity for someone to be heard, an opportunity for that someone to prove himself or herself. That way, I rose to become head of HRD, first of the University of the Philippines, where I received several awards: Distinguished UP Alumnus, Lingkod Bayan Award, the highest award given by the President of the Republic of the Philippines to outstanding civil servants. All because I believed that the HR department should be the heart and soul of the company. All because I carried within my heart that story of that young boy who was exactly like me. When I reached a dead end in my career in the public sector because of my age, I was young at the time, only 27 years old. So it's impossible for me to become president of the University of the Philippines. I then decided to join the private sector as head of HRD in a group of companies. Senator Leticia Ramos Shahani, my mentor and personal friend, introduced me to a businessman who then and there appointed me as head of their company's HR department. There, I would carry the same passion. I carried the same principle. And then the natural thing followed. You see, when you keep doing your job with passion, you will rise naturally through the corporate ladder. In a few years, I would become Chief Operations Officer of the company. Later on, in my career, I moved to the international, or what you call the global scene. And the same experience happened from head of HR, where I practiced the profession with a heart for diversity and excellence. I was named president of the company. So today, I only have one message. acceptance. When we open ourselves to the idea of diversity and embrace that our differences should not divide us, but should unite us instead, then we have come to the point of understanding what it is to be human. When we are able to accept our own selves as simply equal to the rest of those around us, never above nor below anyone, then we start to learn how to treat others with dignity and respect. When we realize that we are at a better situation than others at the moment, especially in this time of pandemic, and use that as an opportunity to share with others what we have, then we heal, we move, we progress as one. Instead of being negative about seeing diversity in our organizations, of having different outlooks and political beliefs that flood our social media, we must learn to see how each and every unique trait of human persons would complete the whole of our organization or community, and how diversity makes it strong. There is unity in diversity. There is strength in having different talents and abilities. We create a strong organization or community if we bond together and pursue a common destiny. So today, I encourage you to reach out, touch a life, make that difference, change the destiny of every other young child amidst us, so that no one else will suffer the fate of that young unfortunate child of our human race. There is unity in diversity. We are different, but one.